Mind over matter, or the link between belief and biology. When you believe something, you hold on to it because you think it's true. You believed in Santa Claus until you didn't. And why did you stop believing in Santa Claus? Because you found out it wasn't true. The same holds true for many of our beliefs about aging, growing old. We begin aging from the moment of conception. It's not something that happens to us once we get to a certain age. There is no magic number when you officially begin aging. Aging is a lifelong process. But many of our beliefs are rooted in an artificial construct that tries to tell us that once we are 50 or 60 or 70 or 80, we are old. No one likes that word, old, because it has so many negative connotations, which come from the erroneous beliefs about aging. Our beliefs in aging hold an incredible power over us. For example, it wasn't until recently that people thought that once you reached a certain age, say 65, that you should slow down, limit physical exercise, not attempt to learn new things like a foreign language or a musical instrument. And then gerontologists started performing experiments to prove that remaining active, both physically and mentally, as long as possible, would halt, that's right, stop, the loss of muscle and skeletal tissue and brain deterioration. They even gave us a slogan, use it or lose it. And a new belief was put in place, which changed people's attitude, and something impossible happened. There's even a report about an experiment conducted by researchers at Tufts University. They visited a nursing home and selected a group of the frailest residents between the ages of 87 and 96 and put them on a weight training regimen. Now, most would think this a very bad idea, which would probably kill those folks. But what happened? Within 8 weeks, wasted muscles had come back by 300%. Coordination and balance improved, and overall, a sense of active life returned. These results were always possible. No special diet was offered, no extra super supplements were given. The only thing that changed was the belief. And when the belief changed, aging changed. I'm not saying that aging is the result of a belief. It's not that you can simply think aging away. It's exactly the opposite. The stronger the belief, the more rooted in the body it is, and the more immune to conscious control. Most of us believe that nature has trapped us in bodies that grow old against our will. Animals and plants grow old, fulfilling a universal law of nature. It's hard to imagine that aging is the result of learned behavior, for biology cannot be denied. However, this central belief that aging is a fixed, mechanical process, something that just happens to us, is only a belief. And this belief blinds us to all kinds of facts that don't fit the belief system we cling to. So, what are the 7 myths about aging that society wants you to believe? First, aging is natural. All organisms grow old and die. To some extent, this is true, or rather, there is a small kernel of truth in this statement, but it's not the whole story. One-celled amoebas, algae, and protozoa never age. Your emotions, ego, personality type, IQ, and vast portions of your DNA don't age. Second, aging is inevitable. But honeybees can shift their hormones, completely reversing their age at certain times of the year. Although not as dramatic in humans, on any given day, your hormonal profile may be younger the day, month, or even year than it was before. Third, aging is normal. But there is no normal curve of aging that applies to everyone. Some people show certain symptoms of aging in their 30s, while others show few, if any, until well into their 80s. Fourth, aging is genetic. Yes, there is a certain genetic component that affects everyone, but not to the degree usually supposed. If both parents live well into their 80s, it only adds about 3 years to their children's life expectancy. However, if you adopt a healthy lifestyle early on in your life and maintain it, you can delay symptoms of aging by as much as 30 years. Fifth, aging is often painful, both physically and mentally. This is not the result of aging per se, but of the many diseases that afflict the elderly, many of which can be prevented. Sixth, aging is universal. We see all the orderly systems break down over time, but our bodies resist this decay extremely well. Without negative influences from within and without, such as non-healthy diet, lack of exercise, and stress, our tissues and organs could easily last to age 115 or even 130 years before sheer age caused them to stop functioning. Just look at residents in the blue zones around the world. Active, healthy, with little signs of aging in these populations, with an average lifespan well over 90, many living to 100 and beyond. Seventh, aging is final. It's true that in the end everyone dies, but how many die of old age? Your body just wearing out. Between 95 and 99% of people die from a disease like cancer, heart disease, stroke, pneumonia, and other illnesses, but not from aging or old age alone. There are no simple laws that govern aging across the board. For some, it is steady, uniform, and slow, and for others, it's like approaching a cliff. There is a long, secure plateau of health, followed by a sharp decline in health in the last year or two of life. And for others, most of the body will remain healthy, except for a weak link, such as the heart, which fails much faster than the other organs. After years of investigation and research, there is still no adequate theory of human aging. So what can you do to age well? One of the most important things you can do is eat a healthy diet. A balanced diet of mostly vegetables, some lean meat, and fish. A moderate amount of fruit, especially berries like raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries. Not too many bananas or mangoes. Apples and kiwis are good. Avocado, tomatoes, lettuce and cabbage, beans, legumes, unsalted nuts, and seeds like chia, flax, and pumpkin. And a small amount of dairy is good in moderation. If you can, although this will be more difficult for some of you, eliminate sugar completely from your diet. This includes adding sugar to tea or coffee, eating candy, milk chocolate, cakes, cookies, pies, and all, yes, all, ultra processed food. This includes all breakfast cereals, all fruit juices, all soft drinks, all ready meals. Basically, anything that comes in plastic and includes ingredients and additives you would not find in a normal kitchen. Also, this will include bread, even gluten-free bread, and the various milk substitutes like almond milk, oat milk, soya milk. And probably the most important, please stop eating fast food. All of it, everywhere, anytime. This is what is killing you. The next important thing you can do to age well, remaining fit and healthy in your later years, is exercise. And exercise doesn't mean an expensive gym membership or fancy exercise equipment. Ride a bicycle, go swimming, clean your house, wash your car, work in your garden, do strength-bearing exercise, chair yoga, wall Pilates. There are countless videos on YouTube to watch and get you started with some of these ideas. And don't forget your brain. Learn something new. Read books. Learn a foreign language or how to play a musical instrument. Learn a new hobby, especially one that takes you out of the house and into a group. Even a group online is good. Aging is all in the mind. What you believe about aging is how you will age. Change your belief, and you will change your approach. And remember, the earlier you start to foster these habits, the better. But even if you have reached a certain age, it is never too late to make changes. Begin today to live a long and fulfilling life. That's all for now. Thanks very much for watching. I'd love to hear what you are doing to keep yourself young at heart, both physically and mentally. What have you changed to help you grow in wisdom and grace over the years? Until next time, take care and believe in the power of love.